Good evening and welcome to Mount Carmel Area High School Red Tornado football. Tonight, the Red Tornadoes travel to the campus of Selinsgrove University, Susquehanna University in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, Amos Alonzo Stagg Jr. Stadium, where they will take on the Lewisburg Green Dragons. The Lewisburg Green Dragons, of course, have a home stadium at Bucknell University. They share that stadium, but they were not able to secure the stadium for this game. And we were just talking to their AD, and it happens once or twice a year, so they have to come to Susquehanna. It's a beautiful complex. I am Warren Alter along with Wayne Brokenshire tonight. Welcome everybody out there on the internet first. Thank you for listening to us. It's going to be a great game. The Red Tornadoes and the Green Dragons still in the thick of a playoff race. And so this game is crucial to both of their playoff hopes. Now, the Green Dragons have moved up to AAA, so we do not see them anymore in the District 4 playoffs. The Red Tornadoes, of course, remain in AA. But in both of their respective divisions, they are still active and trying to play in the postseason. So, Wayne, this shapes up to be a pretty crucial game, Game 8 here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, when you take a look at the stats, both teams here are, again, getting off on the same foot. Win a game, lose a few games. The Tornadoes coming off this big win against Milton, and hopefully righted the ship a little bit for the Tornadoes, because we definitely need the rest of the games to secure that place inside the playoffs. Both offense and defense last week played outstanding football. It was the first time that the defense stepped up and played as well as what the offense did.
Yeah, I mean, it was an all-around game. And of course, Milton was having its problems this year. They're not without a win so far. But needless to say, as you said, it's good to get a game like that to click on all cylinders. Now, this is an interesting football game here because, believe it or not, over 7 games, the Green Dragons only average 44 yards on the ground and about 130 yards in the air. He'll throw 18, 20, 22 times tonight, and he's about a 45% accuracy rate. And I'm talking about number 1, their quarterback, number 10, Nick Shedleski. He's also a freshman. Keep that in mind. So it's his first year. And if the Shedleski name rings a bell, his father played quarterback for the Red Tornadoes some years back, and you'll remember him, I'm sure. So that's a connection there. His main target, Dylan Farinato, number 1. He throws about 3/4 of the time to him when he does throw. So it's a very young team, Wayne. They have 8 seniors on their whole team, much like Mount Carmel area. So they're not graduating a lot of talent, and a lot of these kids will be back, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. So the future looks bright for the Green Dragons. But right now, the game at hand is with the Red Tornadoes, and we'll see how that goes in a moment. Now, the Red Tornadoes, you're saying to yourself, they're 3-4. How are they in the thick of a playoff race? And it's quite easy. They're playing a schedule so far up from them between Quad A and Triple A that they only need to win 5 games, and they're going to be in the playoffs. It's as simple as that because of the point system. So, and I think even the Red Tornadoes say that, they think in their own mind, if they can get into the playoffs when they're all playing only AA schools, it's a whole lot different for them. So that's all they want to do is get in, and tonight is their first crucial step in doing so.
Mount Carmel will receive the start.
The Red Tornadoes will receive to start the game tonight, which usually means they lost the toss.
Gorgeous facility down here, beautiful track.
Yep.
Beautiful. The field is gorgeous. You walk on it; it's nice and soft. All weather, all weather track. Everything, 8 lanes.
Yeah, that's a track. We were commenting. We never saw a track like that made of whatever it's made out of. But that's a pretty neat track actually. Now, also to the left of us, right outside the stadium, is a complex of locker rooms and an indoor track and all. Mr. Caruso, and you've heard him in connection with Bob Patello. There's a statue of Bob Patello off to our left here in the common area, and his name is on the building along with Mr. Caruso. So there's a real connection to Mount Carmel area here at Susquehanna.
That's right.
And it's very neat to see that. And those of you who know Bob Patello, and I know him very well, it's great to remember him here at Susquehanna. He was an integral part of this university for many years. All right, The Green Dragons get ready to kick off. Number 14 will do the kickoff duties for them, and that is Nate Liscombe. He's a junior. Down deep is Tanny. And this is not going to go deep. This is going to go to about the 30 or 28-yard line. It's going to be picked up by number 4 for the Red Tornadoes, Logan Wills, and Wills takes it up over the 40-yard line.
Logan Willis.
Ferronato and Blah, number 18, make the stop for the Green Dragons.
I'm going to put it at the 40.
First down.
I don't know how, Wayne, I don't know how they marked that ball.
I don't either.
Nobody was standing at the mark. I'm telling you, I don't know how they're marking this ball. It's at the 42, but that I don't know who said that's where the ball was. I never saw how they did that. The guy that's supposed to be here was 10 yards back of where they marked it. Okay, we're done with the refs now.
Right.
First offensive play of the game tonight for the Red Tornadoes. The quarterback keeper, Ayers. It was a high snap.
Ayers. Ooh, tough 5 yards for John Ayers. Let me see, number 44 getting off the bottom, Delbaugh.
Yeah, he's the leading tackler. He's a senior. He's also the, other than the quarterback, the leading running back. The quarterback carries the ball on the Lewisburg offense, much like the Red Tornado offense, only with less success. He's carried it 71 times, and he's a minus 1 yard average, so he gets sacked a lot is where that minus yardage comes from. Tanny on the carry, Tanny on the inside carry, and Tanny will be stopped after a gain of 2.
Initial hit, Dobler, number 45, coming through the right side of the defensive line that time. The Green Dragons are running a 5-2 defense. 2 tight ends, 3 interior linemen are down.
Ball just at the 49-yard line of the Red Tornadoes. It's 3rd and 3. It's going to be a handoff to Reichert, and Reichert right up the middle, and Reichert picks up the first down. He's in Lewisburg territory down at the Lewisburg 44-yard line.
Delayed draw play that time to Reichert. Reichert set up as a blocker. John Ayers dropped off to the right as if he was going to pass and handed off on a delayed draw.
Delbaugh once again on the stop. You'll hear his name a lot. He is the leading tackler here.
Zarkowski, number 31, comes into the lineup for the Tornadoes.
Ayers on a keeper. And Ayers will bull his way down inside the 40 down to about the Lewisburg 38-yard line.
Herman, number 46, making the initial hit along with 2 or 3 other Green Dragons.
Second down, 4.
Gain of 6. It's 2nd and 4 now for the Red Tornadoes. Tanny
Gets to the
looks
outside.
Cuts back inside. Tanny's going to pick up the first down at the Green Dragon 29-yard line.
Sort of missed the block there on number 44. One block would have sprung Tanny down the left side of the field. Picks up some big yardage anyway.
Yep, enough for the first down as we 1st and 10 from the Lewisburg 29-yard line. Ayers on a keeper. And this time the Green Dragons are all over him. Number 74, D. Ghost on the stop for the Green Dragons.
Brought down by D. Ghost.
Gain of about 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Second down. 9.
Chapman in the ball game for the Red Tornadoes now, number 44. He lines up at a tight end position. And it's Tanny. And Tanny on an inside handoff, and Tanny inside the 20-yard line.
Ooh, real
Very close to the first down, around the 19. We'll see where they spot the ball at.
Nice blocking on the left-hand side of the offensive line for the Tornadoes. Big hole for Tanny to go through.
Going to be about a half yard short. 3rd and less than 1 now for the Red Tornadoes. Ball just inside the Green Dragon 20-yard line. Keeper by Ayers, and Ayers easily picks up the first down, and then some. Ayers will be brought down around the 11-yard line. That was brought down by several players down there by the Green Dragons.
Look like number 50, Benford.
50 and 52 down there. Shedleski also on the stop for the Dragons. So the ball now around the 12-yard line, where it is 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes. Reichert on the carry. And Reichert cuts a little bit inside there.
I think if he would have stayed outside that time, I think he would have had a touchdown. Some good blocking on the left side of the line, shielded everybody to the inside, interior of the field.
Kleinfelder on a stop for the Dragons. Well, 2nd down and about a long 7 for the Red Tornadoes. They're inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And this is going to be Reichert.
To the outside, and he got the corner.
Reichert's speed was too much for the Green Dragons. He takes it in. He outran Jacob Roberts to the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Red Tornadoes at 7:08 of the first quarter. Wayne, the 3rd game in a row the Red Tornadoes have struck first.
Yes, struck early and won. So maybe that's a great omen for the Tornadoes. A nice series of plays right from the opening kickoff. Moved the ball downfield, picking up 5 to 10 yards a clip.
Mangiapane in to attempt the extra point at a McDonald's hold. Mangiapane puts it up, and it is good. It is 7-0 Red Tornadoes. So an impressive drive to start the game for the Red Tornadoes. And so they had not scored first in the first 4 games, and they've scored first now in the last 3 games, all of which, or the first 2 which were wins.
In that first game, though, they had to claw back each time.
Yeah.
You know, it was a give and take. Give up a touchdown and put one across for yourself. And fortunately, the Tornadoes were the last ones to cross over the goal line against Loyalsock.
All right, get ready to kick off here. Mangiapane will be doing the kicking for the Red Tornadoes. Down deep is number 1, Farinato, and number 25, Aaron Velos for the Green Dragons.
Mangiapane kicking off for the Red Tornadoes. Deep for the Dragons, number 1, Dylan Farinato, and number 25, Aaron Velez.
Mangiapane lets it loose. It's a high kick down to about the 18-yard line where it's Veloz, and Veloz coming upfield, and Veloz looking for some room, and Veloz a nice return over the 35-yard line.
Zarkowski making the tackle.
They'll see where they set the ball down. It balls me down at the 38-yard line of the Green Dragons, where they'll go 1st and 10. Once again, number 10, Nicholas Shedleski, the freshman, is the quarterback for the Green Dragons. Trey Delbaugh, number 44, will do the bulk of the running.
See what defense the Tornadoes throw out every week. It's a guess at what it's going to be. It looks like they're in a 5-man, 5-2.
Double reverse. Malone on the carry. Malone picking up some big yardage. And Malone up over the 45-yard line, very close to the first down.
Karicki making the stop that time for the Tornadoes.
So it will be enough for a first down. They're up at the 48-yard line.
First down, Dragons.
The handoff inside to Delbaugh. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Delbaugh, the ball carrier.
I think initial hit was Mike Hood
Brought
that
down
time
by
coming from
Colin
the.
Herb.
Looks like Hood's
Second
playing
down,
a
10.
defensive end position on the right side.
Yeah, him and Herb were combining on that one. Shedleski goes back to pass this time. Shedleski's going to be
And
brought
Hood has
down in the
him.
backfield. He's sacked it back at the 41-yard line. Once again, that is going to be Hood
Some good defensive coverage by the Tornadoes.
on the sack.
Yep, Karicki back there, along with
Shedleski
Reichert,
sacked by
and
Mike
gave Hood enough of time to come in from that defensive backside
3rd down,
on a full sprint and make the tackle.
Brings up a 3rd and 17 now for the Green Dragons. Ball back at their own 41-yard line. Shedleski drops straight back. He's under a little bit of pressure here. He has some room to run, and he gets
He's
loose.
still going.
And he's still going. He'll pick up a 1st down in Red Tornado territory down at the Red Tornado 41-yard line.
Nice run. I'll tell you what, there helps his average a little bit. That was a 16-yard run.
Yep.
1st down, Dragons.
A couple of missed tackles on that play. They had him in the backfield originally. Sherrock slipped down, or he was in position to make the tackle, but either way, it's 1st and 10 Dragons. Delbaugh. And Delbaugh hammered at the line of scrimmage. That's
Manus McCracken, number
McCracken.
47, coming in from the linebacker position, making a good hit that time.
By Manus McCracken.
they give him a yard on the play. It's 2nd and 9.
Manus made a good play because they had Sherrock. They triple teamed him actually and drove him back. They were trying to set up the run right in the middle of that offensive line.
Shedleski on a keeper. And Shedleski will pick up a couple of yards on the play. Stop down there by Logan Wills.
Logan Wills, number 4.
Brought down
I think
by
he's playing
Logan
the other
Wills.
defensive end position.
Ball down at the Red Tornado 38-yard line where it's 3rd down and 6. Shedleski rolls, looks to throw, and threw just a little bit high. His intended target was Malone, but it was over his head.
Over his head. Hood came in and was giving some pressure and got his hand up in the air. And I think Shedleski tried to get the ball over Hood's hand and overthrew the receiver.
So it looks like Lewisburg will punt. Farinato doing the punting for the Green Dragons. He averages about 33 yards of punt on the season so far.
I was watching him during warm-ups. He was really kicking the ball.
Reichert goes deep for the Red Tornadoes. He's standing down along his 10-yard line. Farinato kicks it away from him. In fact, kicks it out of bounds, and that will not be as good a kick as he wanted it. We'll see where they mark it out at. They mark it out at the 19-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Red Tornadoes. So a short punt, and the Red Tornadoes go back on offense, leading 7-0 at the 3:38 mark of the 1st quarter. Tanny on the carry, and Tanny brought down very quickly that time.
Looks
Getting
like
off
the
the,
defensive end, number 80 that 80, I don't have an 80.
No, I'll turn around, I'll see his number. 88, I think.
88?
Yeah, that's Hunter Murphy.
By Hunter Murphy.
We're further away from the field than we're used to in this
You're
stadium,
not
and we're a
kidding.
lot higher than we're used to. We don't go this high normally.
I need some oxygen. I'm a little lightheaded.
Yeah, they definitely look smaller from where we are. First pass play of the day for Ayers, and Ayers completes it to Manis. McCracken. McCracken takes it up to about the 24-yard line.
Pickup of 5 yards that time.
So it'll bring up
Ayers pass.
third down and about 6.
Round and bound by Aaron Malone.
Blows on the stop for the Green
Third
Dragons.
down, 6.
Tanny goes in motion. And they're going to pitch it to
It's a
Tanny,
pitch.
and Tanny is going to be brought
Just
down on a
couldn't
good
get-
play. That's number 88
Yep.
again, Murphy. The
He played that very
Yeah.
well. He took the hit on from the pulling or the guard, and just strung it out long enough, and he still makes the tackle on Tanny.
so fourth down, the Red Tornadoes will be kicking. McDonald in the kick for the Red Tornadoes. He also averages about 33 yards a kick. Brackett goes in motion as he does. Line drive kick,
Ooh.
which is fumbled at the 5-yard line. It's
Ball's
still
on
moving
the
around
ground.
there. That was number 5, Malone, on the fumble, but the Green Dragons were able to recover it. Delbaugh on the recovery for the Green Dragons, and the ball right at the 50-yard
Close.
line. It's first and 10, Red Tornado or Green Dragons. Yeah, that was very
Ooh.
close. It was a line drive kick that hit him right in the chest. He just couldn't hold on to it. But they dodged the bullet there and retained possession.
And it was an end over end kick also, which are very hard to handle.
Green Dragons come out. Again, same kind of formation. Shedleski in a shotgun most of the time, or all the time so far, with Delbaugh standing next to him on one side or the other. This time it's Delbaugh. And Delbaugh runs into a wall, gains a yard on the play. Herb once again getting off the bottom of the pile for the Red Tornadoes.
Trey Delball, the ball carrier.
Herb does an excellent job in that offense and defensive
Brought down
line.
by Colin Herb. Second down, 9.
Now remember, Herb's a freshman, guys.
Yep.
Look at the size of him, and he's a freshman, so you got a lot of playing time left with him.
We got Herb, we got Harrison Reed,
Reese.
who's a junior. That's number 79 down there. Does an outstanding job also.
Second and 9 from the Red Tornado 49. Fakes it to Delbaugh, looks downfield, still doesn't see anybody. Plenty of time, no rush.
Nope.
And he finds his man, Malone, and Malone, a nice run
McDonald.
after the catch.
McDonald takes him out of bounds. We had enough of players there. McDonald was there, Cuff was there, just couldn't make the stop though.
First down.
First and 10, Green Dragons at the Red Tornado 30-yard line. 49 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. The Red Tornadoes are up 7-0. He puts two guys split out to the right side of the formation, Malone and Farinato. He's going to throw in that direction, and he does, and it's Farinato on the catch, and Farinato brought down along the 25-yard line. Number 14 on the stop for the Red Tornadoes, Avery Demko.
Demko's in.
Actually, he put it at the 26-yard line, so it's going to be second down and about 6.
There's something we don't usually see. We saw John Ayers blitzing in from the corner. Actually, he moved out onto the flat a little bit and came in from that corner position, almost had the quarterback.
Now, Delbaugh's out of the game here on the second down and 6 play. He hands the ball off to number 9, and number 9, A.J. Ramirez, on a big run for the first down. Ramirez is 5'4", 125 pounds. Ball down inside the Red Tornado 20-yard line at the 17, where it's first and 10. That's the end of the first quarter of play here at Susquehanna University, with the Red Tornadoes up 7-0.
score, Mount.
Nice crowd across the way for the Red Tornadoes
Yes,
making the
there
trip
is.
here. This was an interesting trip. Silingsgrove Grove High School is also playing home tonight, so you can imagine the traffic on the strip was even more interesting than normal. We tried to make our way here tonight. Luckily, they were playing Central Mountain, who doesn't bring a giant crowd. Get ready to start the second quarter here. Again, the ball at the 17-yard line of the Red Tornadoes. It's 1st and 10, Green Dragons. They trail 7-0 here. They're going to keep number 5 in the game in the backfield there. Or 9, I'm sorry, that's number 9, Ramirez.
And he gets the ball.
Ramirez once again, and he's, for as small as he is, that's
Yep.
how
Quick
shifty
he
he
is.
is. My goodness, he's the smallest player I've ever seen play high school football. He really is at 5'4". I've
Yep.
never seen anybody smaller than that.
5'4", 125. Although you have to give credit to their offensive line. They're
Second down, 5.
making some gaps in the defensive line for him to get through.
He picked up 5 on the play. Ball's at the 11-yard line of the Red Tornadoes on a 2nd and 5 now. And again, he's trying to go outside this time, and this time he is going nowhere as McCracken buries him at the 11-yard line.
A.J. Ramirez. the ball
You see
carrier,
what
brought
happens.
down by
You know, either you give him a big open area to get through very quickly, or he's dropped as soon as he's hit.
Third down.
It's 3rd down and still almost 5 for the Green Dragons. Ramirez comes out. Delbaugh goes back in. Two guys split left of the formation now for Shedleski, but he's going to hand it to Delbaugh, and Delbaugh is tackled right at the 9-yard line. Big
looks
number
like
70,
Anderson.
75 Anderson
Yeah.
on the stop. Now it's 4th down, and still it's 4th down at about 4.
It looked almost like an option play.
Yeah,
It looked like he wanted to bring the ball back out again. And
Down, 3.
Ball right almost just inside, I should say, just inside the 10-yard line of the Red Tornadoes on this 4th down. And it said it's a long 3. Again, he puts 2 guys split to the left. Red Tornadoes need to have some snap discipline here. He rolls out towards the left. He looks downfield, and he's going down in the backfield back at the 15-yard line. That's McCracken and Hood. So the Green Dragons' threat is turned away at the 15-yard line on downs. The Red Tornadoes take over 1st and 10.
Take over and down.
I'm surprised they would have ran a play that took that long, Wayne, on the 4th down.
They were actually looking for the end zone. They were picking up some good yardage on the ground. That was supposed to be a pass play, but the coverage downfield, being a shorter field to work off of, the coverage was very, very tight that time.
Ayers on a keeper. Ayers will pick up about 4 on the play out to the 19.
A little hard to see who's getting up off the bottom there.
Looks like Shedleski, 52, is the final guy off the pile down there.
Stopped by Chandleski.
Second down and 6. This time it's Zarkowski up the middle. Zarkowski crosses over the 20-yard line.
Going to be about 2 yards short of the 1st down. Trey Delbaugh making the stop that time.
Oh, 3rd down and 2.
Zarkowski, the ball carrier, stopped by Delball. 3rd down, 2.
Ayers on a keeper, and Ayers will be very close to he picks
Yep,
up the 1st down.
Picked it up.
Second effort there by Ayers. Murphy was finally the guy to bring him down, but it's 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes.
Great second effort by John Ayers. You can see he was running into the line with a little bit of attitude because he knew he had to pick up that first down. John
Ayers on a keeper. And Ayers will take it up over the 30-yard line.
John Ayers carried the ball.
On the stop, once again, Murphy for the Green Dragons, number 88. He's having a nice defensive game for the Green Dragons tonight.
He's playing it from the defensive end position on the right side, and he's just crashing down the line, waiting for the ball runner to slow down a little bit, looking for an open spot, and he makes a tackle.
He brings Shurock out into the formation, but it's going to be Tanny on the carry.
Nope,
and
that was
Tanny up over to
Zarkowski.
I'm sorry, Zarkowski, 31, not 20. I think I get that mixed up. We have a Green Dragon player down on the field, a timeout for an injury, and that's Murphy.
That's Murphy.
Murphy's hurt right now on the field, so we'll take a timeout here at the 7:35 mark of the second quarter. Again, the Red Tornadoes up 7-0.
No,
he's up now, and he's walking off under his own power. Looks like he may return. So we go back into play here again. It's 3rd down and 4 from the Red Tornado 34-yard line. Put Shurock out to the right side this time. Kricky goes in motion, and Kricky on the carry, and Kricky is going to pick up the first down and then some, as Kricky up to around the 48-yard line of the Red Tornadoes, where it is 1st and 10 Red Tornadoes.
Kricky's going to be a tough runner. You see him put on a little bit extra speed as soon as he made the corner, but number 44 comes up to make the hit, Trey Delbaugh, and you could see Kricky putting the shoulder down, ready to run him over.
They place it at the 49-yard line of the Red Tornadoes, so it'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Pass
play by Ayers. He looks downfield. He has a man wide open, and he just overthrew Shurock. He was wide open. He got well behind the
Shurock
secondary.
and Reichert. Number 3 was down, or they had 2 men on Reichert. He was still maybe about 3 yards past him. He was out in the open, but Shurock was like 5 yards.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Red Tornadoes. Zarkowski goes out of the lineup. Shurock comes out now to the left side of the formation. Karicki's going to take the pitch to that side. He makes a nice cut inside, and Karicki's still on his feet. And Karicki inside the 45-yard line to the 43-yard line. He's about a yard short.
Couple tacklers that time, but it did look like number 51 that time, Snyder, making the stop.
Shurock goes out of the lineup. He's a little bit shaky as he leaves the lineup there. Chapman comes in as his replacement on a 3rd down and long 1 for the Red Tornadoes. The ball sitting at the Green Dragon 44. And it'll be Ayers, and Ayers. I'll tell you what, Ayers will be, it'll be tight to see where they got a Delbaugh in the middle there along with number 74, Ghost.
He was the one that made the initial hit.
But his forward motion up to the 40, he only had to get to the 40-yard line, and he touched the 40, so it's 1st and 10 Red Tornadoes from the 40. That was a nice play by the Green Dragons, but he had a head of steam, and he only needed to touch that 40 with his forward momentum, and he managed to do that. A fake
Back again.
by Ayers. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to be intercepted this time. He threw it short. Malone is on the interception, and Malone's going to bring it back, and Malone will take it out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Zarkowski brings him out of bounds, but it's 1st and 10. Green Dragons. That was one of the poorer passes for Ayers. It was well short of where he was trying to throw. He had a better shot at running.
He was on the run that time, and I think he pulled up a little bit too much, and it took a little bit off the pass.
Yeah, he had more room to run than he did to throw that time. I mean, that's easy for us to say that, but when he looks at the film, he'll see that. So 1st and 10, Green Dragons at the Green Dragon 36. Farinado on the carry. Farinado trying to get outside. A penalty flag goes down. It's going to be a hold against the Dragons. I can tell you that right away. Cuff on the stop for the Red Tornadoes, but it'll be a holding penalty.
Flag in the play.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 if whatever they do.
Decline.
They decline the penalty. That was a motion penalty, not a holding penalty. Motion penalty on the line.
2nd down 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. I always wonder what you should do on that situation. You know, make it 15, first and 15, or 2nd and 10.
Again, it depends on what your defense is doing, and I think the Tornadoes are playing a tough defense right about now.
Zaleski brings what was a long run to this line of scrimmage. Now he's under the gun to get the snap off. He just does. He throws the pass to Farinado, and Farinado's going to be brought down at the 41-yard line. Ayers.
Pick up a 5 yards on that pass play. Just giving him a little bit too much room, you know, out on the flat there. It's not like anybody has some speed here for the Green Dragons.
It's 3rd down and 5 from the Green Dragon 41 here. 4:24 remaining in the half. The Red Tornadoes up 7-0. This is going to be an interesting play there.
I'll tell you what, a little bit lower on that one. I think Riker would have had a shot at that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd run that play again. It's going to be 4th down now, and the Green Dragons forced to punt.
They ran trips to the left side and tried to clear the zone out to get the
Well, they dropped Farinado. Instead of going forward, he dropped backward, and then was trying to let the 2 receivers on either side of him block for him, but the ball was overthrown. So Farinado back to kick now to Reichert. Reichert standing about his own 29-yard line, as the Green Dragons didn't have enough guys on the line there. And now they're going to call timeout because I'm not sure why they're doing it. They were kind of discombobulated with who they had in the game on the punt.
They have 11 guys.
I mean, unless they want to consider not punting, I'm not sure, but I doubt that. It's the first time out of the half for the Green Dragons. They have 2 remaining. The Red Tornadoes, all 3 of theirs.
4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first half.
Well, they go back out with still a punt look.
Reichert is back for the Tornadoes.
High snap goes over Farinado's head, and now he's on a keeper, and now he's going to try to kick it rugby style. He does get it off. In fact, he did a nice job getting it off, and Reichert's going to let it go dead. It'll go dead at the 24-yard line of the Red Tornadoes. That was a nice job by Farinado. The snap was high. It got through his fingers, but he was able to control it enough to drop down into his lap and then managed to do kind of a rugby kick there and got the ball off. With 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes, 4 minutes exactly remaining here in the second quarter.
I don't know if Manus McCracken got stepped on that time. He went off limping.
Karicki on a pitch, and Karicki gets outside, cuts back inside over to 30 to the 31-yard line.
That time, nice block by Tanny
Yep.
on the defensive end. He just contained him to the inside and gave Karicki enough room to get outside and pick up the 7 yards.
Second down and 3. Ball at the 31-yard line of the Red Tornadoes. Reichert on the carry. And Reichert with a head of steam, and Reichert out to the 40-yard line. A penalty flag comes in from the back. Far back judge throws the penalty.
I'd like to see what this one is. This probably holding. Yep. By the Tornadoes. Nice run by Reichert, though. You can see him running with a little bit more authority than we've seen so far this year.
Well, the holding took place at the 39-yard line.
The penalty is against Mount Carmel.
So they'll go back to the 29-yard line. It's going to be second down from there. Second down and about 5.
Second down, 5.
Tanny. And Tanny makes a nice cut up field, and Tanny still on his feet.
Nice.
He hurdles his way out to
Another
the 35-yard line. Number 53 on the stop, Jalon Dotson for the Green Dragons.
Brought down by Dotson.
Number 77, Tom Pastuca, is in the offensive lineup for the Tornadoes.
So pushing the back this time by the Red Tornadoes, and this time we'll take them all the way back.
Illegal block.
An illegal block in the back, all the way back to the 16-yard line. So this is going to be a second and big-time yardage here. At 18 yards.
Second down, 18.
Now we got another flag.
Do another penalty
Flag
here.
on the play.
So it'll be second down and 23 when this is over as illegal participation. Unless he called the timeout first. I'm not sure what he's saying there. I mean, Coach Dara thinks he called the timeout. Unless he just went in the huddle to yell.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he was doing there. So they're going to mark the penalty off. He didn't get the timeout call, so now the ball back at the 11-yard line where it's second and 23. So I think he just told them, hey, let's get going here, guys.
Second down.
If I have to come out here one more time, you're in trouble.
Now, I mean, it's a second and 23 back at the 11. Now you're in a little bit of trouble here at the end of the half, though, so you got to be careful what you do. It's going to be Reichert on the carry. And Reichert takes it over the 15-yard line to about the 16-yard line.
Number 50, Benfer, makes the tackle.
So now it's third down and about 18.
Brought down by Shedleski and Dotson. Third down, 18.
Here's letting the play clock run down.
Ayers on a keeper. And Ayers up to about the 29-yard line.
Going to be about 5 yards short of the first down.
Stopped by Dobler. And fourth down.
Green Dragons call timeout.
So they have one left. There's a minute 59 remaining in the half. The Red Tornadoes up 7-0 here. And now in a punt situation.
Fourth down, 5. Timeout, Dragons.
All right, McDonald back to kick. He's kicking to Malone. Malone standing in his own 45-yard line or so. This is a place where McDonald wants to get a good kickoff. Here comes Reichert in motion. Long snap. And it's blocked.
Blocked, 88.
They blocked it. They got it. It's recovered by the Red Tornadoes, but they're doing it at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
88 blocked that one. Murphy coming in from the defensive end position. Got a hand up and blocked the ball.
Minute 53, and the Green Dragons now threatening at the 14-yard line. That's the second time they get close to the punt tonight.
Yep.
This time they got the punt. And the Red Tornadoes playing a little bit flat right now. I have to say that for them. Chad Lesky hands it off in the middle there, and that's going to be Delbaugh, and he might even lose a yard on that one. I'm not sure if they even give him the back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, McCracken makes the stop that time.
No ball, the ball carrier.
So they'll say he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So the ball 2nd and 10 from the 14.
2nd down, 10.
Chadleski to pass now. He rolls out a little bit, looks downfield. He
Yeah,
has
got
Farinato down at the 4-yard line.
Again, too much room down there.
Chadleski's pass complete.
It's going to be 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the Green Dragons. They'll place the ball down at the 3-yard line.
Put down by Depthal and Riker. 1st down goal from the 3-yard line.
Minute and 10 and counting here as they line up in an I formation for the first time tonight. Chadleski goes under center. Delbaugh. And Delbaugh pulls his way into the end zone. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run by the Green Dragons with 59 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's 7-6. And the Red Tornadoes gave away a touchdown on that last set of plays.
First of all, the block that came in from the outside. Number 88, Murphy, making a nice play that time to get his hand up.
Liscombe in to attempt the extra point. High snap. Liscombe puts it down and he gets it through. So it's 7-7. A tie game here with 59 seconds left. Tanny and Karicki go deep for the Red Tornadoes. Liscombe to kick off. You don't usually see Coach Dara with so much emotion, but he had it there at the end of the half.
No, he did.
He is mad, and he is rightly so mad, as they've got to get themselves going here a little bit. The kick is going to go out of bounds, about the 13-yard line. It rolled out of bounds. And we'll see what they want to do. Coach Dara, not a guy that likes to take it on the 35, but let's see what he decides to do here.
I think he's already said kick over again.
Yeah, he doesn't normally take the kick, their penalty. And he's not going to take it this time either. They're going to re-kick it. So they'll move it back 5 yards, and Liscombe will kick it off again.
35-yard line.
Low line drive goes to the short guy. He fumbled it. That's Wills with the ball now, and Wills back on his feet, and Wills will be dragged down about the 43-yard line. Number 4 on the tackle, Jacob Roberts for the Green Dragons. So it'll be 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes.
And the Tornadoes have 3 timeouts left, 51.2 seconds left on the clock to work with.
Ball's at the 42-yard line. And we'll see what they look like here in the final seconds of the half. And for their sake, I hope it's better than they did the last time.
If they're going to pass, they have to work the outside and try to kill the clock.
Ayers drops back to pass. He rolls. He finds McCracken, and McCracken with a head of steam. McCracken still on his feet. McCracken in Green Dragon territory at the Green Dragon 43-yard line. It's first and 10, and he got out of bounds. First and 10, Red Tornadoes.
Nice run by McCracken after he caught the ball.
Run out of bounds by Zach Furman. First down.
Furman making the stop that time.
Ayers back to pass. He rolls the other way this time. Fakes the throw, keeps the ball, and now he has some room, and he runs, and he's down inside the 35 at the 34-yard line. A 9-yard run, and the Red Tornadoes will take a timeout.
Timeout. Nice run by John Ayers. He was rolling to the left side of the offensive line. All the receivers were covered very tightly. Turns around and goes in the opposite direction. Picked up some blocks along the way for a tough 9 yards.
For the first time out for the Red Tornadoes of the half, they have 2 remaining. The Green Dragons have 1. The ball sitting at the 34-yard line of the Green Dragons, where it'll be 2nd and 1.
And they want to probably try to save a timeout. They have Mangiapane. Also, we'd have to get the ball down around the 20-yard line.
Yep. So they come out in the same look. Reichert and Tanny split out to the left side of the formation. And it's a keeper. So Ayers will pick up the first down at the 25-yard line. The clock
30.
will stop for the first down.
Yep. 30-yard line he's at.
I'm sorry, the 30-yard line, not the 30-yard line. So the clock stops while they move the chains. The Red Tornadoes should be ready to go as soon as they blow the time back in. And now the Red Tornadoes take their second timeout.
Timeout. Mount Carmel.
A lot of strategy going on here, especially
Yeah.
with the amount of time, 22.1 seconds left in this half. Both teams calling timeouts, get everybody on the same page and straightened out. And I'm sure Coach Dara is down there if we're going for a pass play. You know, try to get out of bounds, try to kill the clock.
22 seconds left here. Green Dragons a little bit late getting out of the timeout huddle, but they take the field. The Red Tornadoes now go the opposite way. They go right with Tanny and Reichert split. Zarkowski in the backfield, merely to block, to tell you the truth, as Ayers looks downfield and he fires it. And he has his man down at the 10-yard line.
And he
trying to see who he hit down there. That is Reichert. Reichert caught the pass at the 10. They got to spike the ball as soon as it blows. 15 seconds left. 15 seconds left. And he spikes the ball. Stop the clock with 10 seconds left.
Ayers spikes the ball.
The Red Tornadoes have 1 timeout left. The ball is at the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. Ball sitting squarely on the 10-yard marker.
Now, I'm sure Coach is trying to save that timeout. He's down where he wants to be for a field goal for Mangiapane.
Pass play, rolls to the left. He looks into the end zone. He looks again. He's going to have to let it go. He does. Touchdown, Red Tornadoes.
Tanny. Is that
Wayne Tanney on a touchdown pass with 4 seconds left in the half.
Zane Tanney for the Mount Carmel touchdown.
So it's 13-7.
Tell you what, great coverage by the Green Dragons. It took all the way down at the last couple steps Ayers had on the field. He was getting some pressure from the defensive line, and Tanney found the open spot and got to it.
Mangiapane in to attempt the extra point. He puts it up, and it's a flutterer that time, and it's good. Well, it took a long time to call that one good, but it is. It's 14-7. Red Tornadoes, they'll be kicking off with 4 seconds left in the half.
Well, you talk about exciting.
Yeah, yep.
This is it. You know, you don't want to do this, though, especially when you're on the threshold to get into the playoffs. You want to put 110% on the field and not mess around like they did in the first half.
Just a reminder at halftime, the restrooms are located in the field house at the opposite end of the scoreboard.
All right, Mangiapane gets in there ready to kick. This one will be a on-the-ground kick, I'm sure, as the Red Tornadoes don't want any returns here. Marinado deep down there along with Veloz, but neither one of them, I believe, will see the ball. And he does exactly what I said he does. He kicks it to the short guy.
Oh,
now they didn't
tough.
pick it up.
Yep.
They're going to have to do that. It was picked up finally by number 32, Steingreep. And that is the end of the first half of play here at Susquehanna University. Amos Alonso Stagg Field with the score, the Red Tornadoes, 14. The Green Dragons, 7. We'll be back with the first half stats, maybe, because I'm not sure who's going back down the steps for them. But if we do get them, we'll bring them to you. Thank you. We're back getting ready to start the second half of play here, and I apologize, as I told you might happen at the end of the first half. We do not have the second half stats. And quite frankly, if you knew where we were compared to where the stats were, we drew lots, Wayne lost, and then threatened to throw himself over the top of the press box instead of go for the stats. So we just figured we let it go. So you'll have to just assume you know what happened in the first half, because we're not going to tell you.
Let me tell you what. I remember Pottsville, and I was just up there for the JV game.
Yeah.
Well, this is like 10 times further than
Yeah.
Pottsville, and
Yeah.
we had to crawl down a light standard.
Yeah. Remember you used to walk across that board. There was like a 6-foot gap between the press box and where the ladder was, and it was like a board you walked on. Then we were up there in the pouring rain one time. I'm thinking this is totally nuts. But we're so far away from our sideline that it just wasn't going to happen tonight. So bear with us.
And it is a little difficult looking at seeing the numbers from up there too. That's the other thing.
All right, the Red Tornadoes will kick off to start the second half here. They lead 14-7. They had a first half that they can't be pleased with, even though they're leading the game. They can't be happy with their performance in the first half. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. As Mangiapane kind of short kicks it again to the short guy. That's Delbaugh, 44. Yep. And Delbaugh looking for some running room, and Delbaugh will be brought down about the 43-yard line.
Logan Wills, number 4, makes the stop.
So 1st and 10 for the Red Tornadoes, or for the Green Dragons to start the second half here. You know, watching that kickoff though, and you notice, Wayne, you're always used to one guy, being so aggressive here.
Oh, yes.
Everybody's kind of just holding their own, but nobody's attacking the ball on that one. And even he wasn't running that fast. I mean, he was kind of dancing around himself there.
Usually you see Tanney or Karicki, 21 or 1, coming through and making the hit and making the tackle, but nobody moving.
Shedleski comes out, and he's going to throw the
Oh,
ball,
he
and he's
got
hitting
hit
the
from
backfield.
behind.
That is
Hood.
Hood. Once again, Hood in the backfield. Hood, and he knocked Shedleski down, and Shedleski had a little trouble getting up.
Yeah, it's not. I'll tell you what. Your arm's moving, and all of a sudden it stops like it did when Hood made the hit. He may actually made it from behind. He came in from the backside, and makes the hit.
Interestingly enough, both Shedleskis got shaken up on the same play. 52 came out of the game on that play, and the young quarterback will stay in, but he's a little bit shaky right now after the hit by Hood. So if you're the Shedleski parents, you definitely cringe when both players get hurt on the same play. So 2nd down and 10. As Shedleski hands it now to Delbaugh, and Delbaugh this time made a nice move. He was stopped up at the line of scrimmage, and he'll pick up 2 yards on the play out to the 44-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Billy Anderson made a great. Him and Harrison Reese made great pressure. Delbaugh runs into the blocking lineman as those two are pushing him back into the backfield. Kicks out to the left side and picks up 2 yards.
They come out split to the short side, the right side of the field now for Shedleski. And Shedleski goes back to pass, and Shedleski's in a little bit of trouble, and he looks downfield, and it's Farinato on a nice catch by Farinato. Riker drove him out of bounds, but he'll pick up the 1st down by a yard down at the Red Tornado 47-yard line.
Good, some nice pressure. Number 27, John Ayers, coming in again from that corner position. And Shedleski just held his ground to make the throw.
All right, they go with the split to the other side now, to the left side, with Farinato and Malone out there. But Shedleski's going to hand it off to Delbaugh, and Delbaugh is going to get outside for a second or two.
Hood had him by the jersey after he got around the corner on him.
The other Shedleski goes back in the game now, number 52.
Dobler comes out for the Green Dragons.
Well, it's a 2nd and 7 now for the Green Dragons. 10:29 in the 3rd quarter. The Red Tornadoes lead 14-7. And this time it's a handoff to Delbaugh, and Delbaugh is going to be stopped for
McCracken.
Maybe a yard loss on the play.
McCracken shot the gap that time and grabbed Delbaugh from behind. I don't think there was even a pickup on the play. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be 3rd and 8 now. 3rd and 8 for the Green Dragons. They cannot run the ball. I mean, they have no success running the ball. You can see why they're averaging 44 yards a game here. They just don't have much of a running game. They're in an I formation now. This is the 2nd time we've seen this tonight. Shedleski goes under center. He drops straight back to pass. He leaves some people in there to help out. He hits his tight end, number 88 down there, Murphy. And Murphy's down to the 39-yard line. It's going to be 4th down from the 39-yard line, 4th and 2.
Murphy did just a little square out after his wide receiver cleared the zone out. John Ayers picking him up.
So
making a tackle.
The Green Dragons will go for it here on 4th down. It's 4th and 2. So they went for it once before and were turned away by the Red Tornadoes. So they'll come out and they'll stay in that I formation.
And again, it's
gonna
another pass
and
play.
Shedleski's going to be buried in the backfield. And Shedleski is down, and that is it. Anderson getting off the wheels and Hood. And they turn the ball over on downs.
Again, 4th and 2. This is the 2nd time that they tried to pass the ball.
Yeah, on a 4th down.
When they were picking up a little bit of yardage. 2 yards is nothing.
But in their defense, they haven't gained 2 yards at a time on the ground. They're definitely struggling on the ground. Now they have a little more success when they come out of the I formation.
Right.
than they do in that more open formation. And we'll see if they stay in the I as the game progresses here. Reichert goes in motion. It's going to be a fake to Reichert, and this time the Green Dragons are all over Ayers. He'll gain 2 on the play.
They picked that one up right away, and that was the tackle over on the other side. Looks like number 53, Dobson.
Second down and 8.
Second down, 8.
Reichert on an inside handoff, and Reichert on a nice run out to the 49-yard line.
Delbaugh, number 44.
And a penalty flag.
Flags all over
In fact,
the place.
every referee on the field threw a flag there. So that's going to go against the Green Dragons the way that it looks anyway. I'm not sure who did what there. But whatever it was instantaneous on the flag. I mean, everybody threw the flag. So, and it was after the play, so it's going to be an unsportsmanlike call. There it is, against the Green Dragons. So that'll be a big penalty. The penalty's going to be marked off from the 49-yard line. So that's going to place the ball down at the Green Dragon 36-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes. Reichert goes in motion. He pitches it to Reichert. Reichert along the Red Tornadoes sideline. And Reichert, a nice run, and Reichert down to the 25-yard line. First down, Red Tornadoes.
You see Reichert using his blockers to the best of his ability. Waited until he got around the corner, and then he put on some speed to try to split the defenders. He's running very hard tonight.
First down.
7:49 remaining in the third quarter here. The Red Tornadoes on a march here on their first offensive series of the second half. They're down to the Green Dragon 25-yard line. Tanny goes in motion, but Ayers on a keeper, and Ayers will go inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Pick up about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Looks like
Shaleski,
Shaleski, number 52, making the stop.
Puts Reichert in motion again, only this time goes the other way to Tanny, and Tanny makes a nice cut.
Nice.
And Tanny still on his feet, and Tanny ran into the referee down at the 9-yard line.
Nice run by Tanny. Big hole.
Puts it down at the 8.
On the left side of the line also. Some good blocking there.
So it's 1st and goal.
Kurkowski and Boris, number 70.
First and goal from the 8-yard line for the Red Tornadoes. Ayers on a high snap. He gives it to Reichert, and Reichert's not going to pick up much there. He gets back to the line of scrimmage probably. Nice defensive stop by the Green Dragons.
46 makes a stop. Herman coming across in the defensive end position.
Give him a yard to the 7-yard line. It's 2nd and goal from there.
2nd down goal from the 7-yard line.
Reichert goes in motion. Inside handoff to Tanny, and Tanny's going to be inside the 5 down to about the 2.
Initial hit, of course, by Murphy, or by Delbaugh, Trey Delbaugh that time. But Tanny's forward motion picks up an extra 3 yards.
Down to the 3-yard line where it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3.
3rd down goal from the 3-yard line.
Halfway through the third quarter.
Brackett goes in motion. Ayers on a keeper, and Ayers still on his feet.
Oh.
And Ayers, I don't know.
Close.
Everybody
He's
said he
gonna be
was in, but they're
close.
going to say he's at the half-yard line. He gets up
Oh.
out of the end zone, so I'm not sure how that worked. But he was in the end zone when he got up, but we're not going to give him a touchdown. It's 4th down and less than half a yard for the Red Tornadoes.
We bring Zarkowski in, number 31.
Ayers on a keeper, and Ayers
Ayers
bounces
is
into
in.
the end zone. Touchdown, Red Tornadoes at the 5:06 mark of the third quarter.
Ayers in for the Red Tornado touchdown.
20-7 now with Mangiapane's kick to
We're
ensue.
down, Mount Carmel 20, Lewisburg 7.
Mangiapane puts the kick up, and it is good. It is 21-7 in favor of the Red Tornadoes.
Score down, Mount
Impressive
Carmel
drive to
39,
start the second half here by the Red Tornadoes, as they kind of floundered there for a
Yes.
little bit at the end of the
Second
first half
quarter.
and the second
Yep.
quarter, but they come back strong here in the third quarter and come out to a 14-point lead now in a game that is a must-win for both of these schools if they want to stay relevant in the playoff picture. I take a moment to remind everybody about Supper Club tomorrow night. If you're listening to the game on TV, Wednesday night, it's Thursday, 6:30, Backroom Matucci's. We have the last half of the band. Another 12 or so senior band members are coming. If you're a parent of one of those band members and want to come on down, you're certainly welcome to come on down and honor your son or daughter. We'll have some football players. And we have a great time, really do. We'll be talking, obviously talking about the playoff picture as it unfolds for the Red Tornadoes, and all things football as we get ready to meet the Seals next week. Mangiapane's going to let it go. He has dribbled it so far, and he does the same here, and they fumbled it again. It's going to be Delbaugh who finally covers it, but it's almost like they're not ready for that kick
No, I know.
on the second level there. And so it goes down to the 36-yard line where he fell on it, and it's 1st and 10, Green Dragons from the 36. So the Green Dragons come out in that I formation again. They've gone to that more and more here in the second half with Shaleski under center. It's going to be a handoff to Delbaugh, and Delbaugh,
Not going
he's going to lose a yard on the play, in fact.
Trying to see. That had to be Herb, maybe, or Billy Anderson, number 75, making a stop.
It'll bring up a 2nd and 11 now for the Green Dragons.
Second down, 11.
Pass play by Shedleski. He's under immediate pressure. This time he eludes it a little bit. He's not going to elude the rest of that pressure. His errors pressures him down. And another loss on the play for the Green Dragons back to the 34-yard line.
Billy Anderson in hot pursuit along with Herb that time calling.
Third down, 12.
That brings up a 3rd and 12 now. They came out with three guys. This is a trips formation out to the right side. One guy out left by himself, so a pure pass look here as Shedleski throws it over the head of number 20 down there with the right, and that's going to bring up 4th down and a punt situation for the Dragons.
Shedleski didn't quite get his feet set as he was throwing that coming towards the receiver.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he was definitely out of position as he threw it. And again, remind you, he's a freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
He's got a big career ahead of him. He's a big, tall kid. Looks like a quarterback.
Oh,
ball gets by. He's
ground.
on the ground. The second time that happened, and he's going to have to kick it, and he's going to kick it out of bounds. And this one's going to go. Actually, it may go behind the line of scrimmage. Let me see where it did.
And it did.
So it's going to be a loss of almost 7 yards on the. It's a minus 7 yards on the kick.
Punt.
On the punt, yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Red Tornadoes from the Green Dragon 28-yard line.
Having a little bit of difficulty, and you can't blame him. I mean, that was just the center for the second time came back.
Yep. So the Red Tornadoes in excellent field position now at the 28-yard line, where they'll be 1st and 10. An inside play to Zarkowski, and Zarkowski bulls his way down over the 20-yard line down to the 19-yard line. He's 1 yard short of the 9-yard run.
Delbaugh making the stop. Tough run by Zarkowski.
Taking the ball carrier, tackled by Ferragamo. Second down, 1.
Nice snap. He'll pick up the first down around the 16-yard line or so. I'm starting to see who had the ball there.
Yeah.
And it looks like Zarkowski had the ball once again. Let me be sure of that. So, yeah, it was Zarkowski. So he picks the first down at the 16-yard line for the Red Tornadoes.
Tackled by Dober. First down.
Ricky goes in motion. This will be a pitch to Karicki. Karicki looking for a spot, and Karicki on his feet still, and Karicki
nice run by Karicki.
down to the 6-yard line.
Picking his blockers very well. Instead of staying to the outside, he cut back towards the hash mark.
About a half a yard short of the first down where they placed it at. Just outside the 6-yard line.
Dobler and Ferragamo. Second down, 1.
Inside handoff, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Red Tornadoes. And I'll tell you who it is in a minute here. Is that Karicki?
Karicki.
Yep, Tanner Karicki in for the touchdown for the Red Tornadoes. And they're on the scoreboard again. It's 27-7 now. Mangiapane's kick.
Score with exactly 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Mangiapane's kick is up, and it is good. It is 28-7 in favor of the Red Tornadoes with 2 minutes in the third quarter. The Red Tornadoes now taking over this football game a little bit.
Lewisburg, 7.
I think they're having their way on the line of scrimmage. If you look at some of the blocking down there, the blocking schemes we're getting the linebackers shielded off, and we're picking up an extra few yards and moving the ball down the field a little bit easier.
Well, the lack of the running game really hampers the Green Dragons. They get no push off the offensive line, at least not tonight. And I said, with 44 yards per game, they're not really a good running team yet. They do look a little better out of the eye than they do in the open formation like that, but neither one is going to scare you right now.
Number 25, Aaron Velez.
Veloz and Farinato are deep, but they have not touched the ball so far, so I don't think that's going to happen again. Red Tornadoes content with kicking it to the second level. He does that once again, and this is going to be Delbaugh once again at the 29-yard line. And Delbaugh is going to go down at the 29-yard line.
Trey Delwall return to
So
kickoff.
first and 10 Dragons.
Tackled by McCracken. First down, Dragons.
Pass by Shedleski, looks downfield, and he was trying to hit number 88, Murphy. He was well covered by Ayers that time.
Ayers and Demko right behind him.
Second down.
So they had it sort of sandwiched in there. Had him covered very close. It just looks like Shaleski's trying to loft the ball into the open area and letting his receivers run underneath it.
Well, it was a fairly quick pass, too, because he's really not had a lot of time to have a pass play develop much. And he goes back into the shotgun here now with Delbaugh on his left side as he looks downfield on a short out. And that's caught by Malone at the 41-yard line. It'll be third down and about 3.
Just a quick slant play, that's all that was. Malone coming in from the left side across the hash mark. Shaleski hits him immediately.
Out of the shotgun. Shedleski's now going to keep it, and Shedleski may pick up the first down, and he does, up over the 40 to the 42-yard line. First and 10, Green Dragons.
Billy Anderson making a stop that time, along with Brendan Boris.
Down by Boris and Herb.
Shedleski looks downfield, and it's blocked by Boris, and it's up in the air. And I don't know how somebody didn't catch it. I mean, it fell down between like 5 guys, and nobody caught it. I don't think they knew it was coming down among them.
You know what? I don't think so either.
There was like 5 red tornadoes standing there, and it almost hit him in the head, and they didn't catch it.
Shedleski's pass knocked down by Boris.
So second down now and 10
Second down, 10.
from the Green Dragon 46-yard line. And Shedleski now under pressure again, and Shedleski hit hard. Farinato, and he just couldn't catch up to it. He was covered down there by Reichert, but again, pressure on Shedleski was the cause of that pass being a little bit errant, and it's third down.
John Ayers again blitzing, and I think that is, part of Shaleski's problem. He's looking at John Ayers playing in that linebacker position. All of a sudden, John will sneak out to the side a little bit and take off full tilt from there.
All right, we have a doubles on either side. 2 guys out right, left. Shedleski drops straight back. This time he has very little pressure. He looks downfield, and I'm not really sure who he was aiming at that time. He threw it high. The only guy close to it was Malone, but it's going to be fourth down, and the Green Dragons are going to have to kick. That was the first time he really had enough time to look downfield, and he just threw a little bit high.
Threw high. Even Reichert, who is the strong safety, or the free safety for the Tornadoes, although he slipped again. That's the third time he slipped on this field tonight.
So Farinato, this time he was getting ready for a high snap, but he did a nice kick by Farinato, and Reichert will let it go, and it'll bounce and be down to about the 21-yard line of the Red Tornadoes with 32 seconds left in the third quarter here. The Red Tornadoes up 28-7. He was getting ready to jump Wayne on the center snap, and it came back perfect that time.
I'll tell you what, when the ball gets there, he's a very good punter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Zarkowski, and Zarkowski pounds his way up the middle out to about the 28-yard line. Maybe a couple yards short, it'll be 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 2.
Yeah, Shaleksky and Malone getting off the pile that time.
Tackled by Digos.
That'll be the end of the third quarter here at Susquehanna University with the score of the Red Tornadoes 28, the Green Dragons 7. Give me a chance to remind you, I talked to Superintendent / Band Director Stellar last night, and Bernie was there having dinner. We had 11 of his kids there with him. And I asked him about the sound system, and they're still a little bit short. They ordered it, so they're being very optimistic that they're going to meet their goal, and I'm sure they will. So if you haven't contributed yet to the sound system, now would be the time to do it. Again, the Mount Carmel Education Foundation is where you can find where to contribute. You can actually do it from any of the websites, the high school website too. The foundation one's the one I know to tell you. And please, any amount you can give would be truly welcome. The bigger the better, of course. And they're very close to their goal, so let's push them over their goal. Remember, alumni, there's an alumni page on the Mount Carmel Red Tornado Football.com. You can find the alumni button. $20 you can join. You get all kind of neat benefits, some insider information, insider emails that come out 4 times a year with Coach Dara and things like that. It's really a neat thing. It's a year-to-year thing. So if you qualify as a booster, and you can see the qualifications, there's any number of things qualify you as a booster, why don't you take the time and join? All right. This time Zarkowski is going to be, well, I thought he was going to be short of the first down, but he's not, as he bulls his way up over the first down.
We have Tommy Reisinger, number 13, comes in to the quarterback position.
I don't know, where are they going to place it at? Because I thought it was a first down. I mean, the only guy not moving is the first down guy there. So 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes the ball at the Red Tornado 31-yard line. Time now a factor in the game here in the fourth quarter. And the Red Tornadoes, an offense that chews up a lot of time. Zarkowski again, and this time he'll be brought down along the line of scrimmage.
Look like Delbaugh, number 44, Trey.
Zarkowski's more of a straight-up runner.
Yes, he is.
He doesn't run well along the line of scrimmage. He's more of a pound right in your face kind of runner. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Red Tornadoes.
Tanny comes in.
This time it's Reichert, and Reichert's going to be brought down after a gain of only about 1. Nice play that time by Delbaugh, number 44 for the Green Dragons.
52.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and about 9.
Karicki, the ball carrier.
Was that Karicki that carried it there? Or
I don't know.
It's hard. The 1 and the 3 is hard. I don't know which one. It's Reichert's in the game, so I thought he was the one that actually carried it. So 3rd down now and a long 9 actually for the Red Tornadoes. They take their time here. John's in no hurry to snap the ball.
Tommy Reisinger, number 13, is the quarterback.
Oh, he is. You're right. Tanny now, and Tanny's going to be brought down by number 88, Murphy, who's, again, having a great defensive effort for the Green Dragons. And it's 4th down, and the Red Tornadoes will punt. And if you remember, the last punt was blocked by the Green Dragons, so hopefully they've tightened that up for the Red Tornadoes. He'll be punting down into number 5, Malone. McDonald doing the punting. The Dragons look like they're going to go after him again, and they are. He gets it away this time. Malone calls for a fair catch up at the 43-yard line of the Green Dragons, where we 1st and 10 there. So again, a lot of pressure by the Green Dragons on the punt, that McDonald gets it away.
First down, Dragons.
9:32 remaining in the football game here. The Red Tornadoes out to a 28-7 lead in a crucial playoff game for both teams. The Red Tornadoes, if they win, will go to 4-4 tonight, even up their slate. As Shedletsky goes into the shotgun. And he looks downfield. This time he tried to hit number 45 down there. Was the guy he threw the ball to, Dobler. Dobler just couldn't hang on to it. It was a good pass. He just didn't hang on to it. So 2nd and 10. Took a big hit after he didn't hang on to it.
Avery Demko makes that hit. And I think McCracken, 47, was coming over to help out.
Out of the shotgun. Again, no pressure this time. He looks downfield. He has his man Malone, and Malone is going to be brought down by McDonald and Cuff. Or I'm sorry, Ayers and Cuff. They'll give him forward progress out to the Red Tornado 49-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 2.
Tackled by Michael Cuff and John Ayers. Third down, 3.
Third down and 3, Wayne. It's third down and 2, I'm telling you.
Well,
he's a yard off
right,
every time.
You're right.
He's a yard off every single time.
Oh,
Farinaudo
nice pass.
on a nice catch and a nice pass from Shedletsky. In the Red Tornado territory, down at the Red Tornado 27-yard line. 1st and 10.
Pass complete. Farinaudo is dragging across the center of the line and found an open spot, and Shedletsky throws a nice pass and hits him.
Another pass by Shedletsky. This one he lofts it high, and it's going to be
touchdown.
Malone for the touchdown. At 8:16, the Green Dragons back on the board. It's 28-13 with Liscombe's extra point attempt to come.
Covered by Cuff that time.
Center snap was good. Liscombe puts it up, but I don't know if he got it or not.
Oh, he did.
Wow, he just barely got it over the bar that time. It's 28-14 at the 8:16 mark of the football game. Liscombe going to kick it off.
A lot of guys up in the box here. Actually, we have six up in the box. And you're right, they're probably looking for an onside kick.
And there it is. It's going to be down by the Red Tornadoes easily out at the 47-yard line. That's McDonald on the onside kick recovery for the Red Tornadoes, and it's 1st and 10. Red Tornadoes from their own 47.
Logan Willis recovers the kickoff for Mount Carmel.
So when the kickoff goes wrong in that situation, you get good field position as a result of it.
That's right.
Tanny on the inside handoff, and Tanny's still on his way there, and Tanny gets it to about the 50-yard line. It's about a 4-yard gain.
Tanny, the ball carrier.
Couldn't see. There was
somebody grabbed his jersey there as he went by him. I don't know who it was either, but it turned him around as they grabbed his jersey. So it'll be 2nd down at about 7.
Ball exactly on the 50-yard line.
Down 7.
Again, Ayers taking his time here. The Red Tornadoes wanting to run as much time off the clock as they can. Reichert comes in motion, but Ayers on a keeper. And Ayers brings it down to about the Dragon 45-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Shaleski, number 52, getting off the bottom. Along with 75,
Dotson.
Akinslav.
Third down, 2.
This time it's going to be Karicki, and Karicki makes a nice turn inside, and Karicki down inside the 40, down to the 39. 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes.
Again, Shaleski making the initial hit to slow Karicki down.
Malone on the stop.
Malone makes a stop about another 4 yards down the field.
So Karicki goes out of the game. There's 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the game.
No, Tanny goes out of the game. Karicki stays in.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
I get my 1s and 21s are never going to be right here, I'm telling you. Reichert. And Reichert goes inside, and Reichert. Gang tackle there at the end. Gains about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackle by Malone and Ferranato.
Well, the Red Tornadoes again in no hurry. Give them second down and 8. Zarkowski, and Zarkowski with a big head of steam, and Zarkowski down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes.
Great blocking, but the big thing there, Zarkowski put a head of steam on us to get through the line as quick as he possibly could.
Arenado finally brought him down, but it's a 1st and 10. The Red Tornadoes driving here late in the game. They're up 28-14. Zarkowski and another big run. Zarkowski still on his feet inside the 10-yard line down to the 9-yard line.
Zarkowski, the ball carrier.
1st and goal inside the 10-yard line.
Velaz.
Tackle by Malone and Dobler. First down goal from just inside the 10-yard line.
Zarkowski running with some authority. The last few times he touched the
certainly,
ball
certainly
tonight,
is, isn't he?
You know what I mean?
He stays in the game. And they'll give it to him again. And this time they're going to bring him down right along the line of scrimmage. Delbaugh on the stop down there along with he has to turn his back for me to see 53 down there. And that's Dodson for the Dragons. So it's 2nd down and goal from just about the 9-yard line. 4:16 remaining in the game now, and Karicki comes in.
Yeah,
and
Zarkowski, I
will go
think
out.
he's a little tired.
So they put a little speed in the game now on the 2nd down.
Some tough runs by Zarkowski the last 5 carries.
Karicki goes in motion, and this time they're going to bring Karicki down with a
45.
big hit down there by Drevin Dobler. That was a big hit, and that's back at the 14-yard line.
Ooh. You could tell Karicki never even saw him coming up from that corner position.
So it's 3rd and goal now from almost the 15 on the big hit by Dobler.
Time down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Tanny. It's a pass play by the Red Tornadoes. He looks downfield.
Going the
He has a guy
direction.
opposite.
We got
Touchdown. That's Logan Wills on the touchdown, but a penalty flag.
penalty flag.
Holding Red Tornadoes.
Here's pass complete to Willis for an apparent touchdown. With a flag on the play.
So the holding penalty negates the touchdown. 3:06 remaining in the ball game. They'll mark the penalty off. This is going to be a big third down here.
Does not count. The penalties against Mount Carmel. Holding.
That was a nicely designed play by the Red Tornadoes, and Ayers did a nice job of throwing it back across the formation that way. But all for naught is the ball now back at the 26-yard line, where it's 3rd and goal from the 26.
From the 26-yard line.
So you would think this is a pass play, although there's no one in the formation, and it's going to be just a keeper by Ayers, and Ayers down inside the 15, down to about the 14-yard line, where it's 4th and goal.
He brought it back to the middle of the field. If they're gonna kick.
They're gonna kick a field goal
here.
They're going to attempt to kick a field goal here. The ball's sitting at the 14. Now that's a 31-yard field goal attempt for the Red Tornadoes. So Mangiapane in to attempt a 31-yard field goal with under 3 minutes in the game. Puts it up, and it is
no good.
No good.
Just left.
So the score remains the Red Tornadoes 28. The Green Dragons 14. The Green Dragons take over on downs
On the 20.
after the missed field goal at the 20-yard line. So 2:22 remaining in the ball game here. It's all the Green Dragons have left to make up 14 points. Shedleski's out of the shotgun. He rolls to avoid some of the pressure. He looks downfield, takes a big hit. He's got Malone wide open. And Malone will be drugged down by Demko, but he was wide open downfield.
And I'll tell you what, he took a big hit from McCracken, Shedleski did, as he released the ball.
Back to pass again. This time he's under some pressure. He's got his man open at the 49-yard line. Demko again on the stop. Put it at the 48-yard line. It's 1st and 10, and the Green Dragons are marching. 2:01 here left in the ball game.
First down.
Tornadoes are getting closer and closer.
Looking for Malone, and he's got Malone, and Malone will be drugged down finally down there by Cuff. But he's down at the 25-yard line.
Cuff on the coverage that time.
First down to Dragons. Flag of the play.
Flag on the play before the start of the play. Be a motion penalty against the Dragons, a 5-yard penalty. Move the ball back to the 29-yard line.
For illegal procedure.
Minute 40 remaining in the ball game here. It's a 28-14 lead by the Red Tornadoes, but the Green Dragons are threatening.
First down, 15.
Baronato back to pass again. Plenty of time. Has his man, and it's Murphy. And Murphy, who you brought down by Ayers, but inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now, it's not a first down, so they have to take a timeout, and they do. Their first timeout of the half. They have 2 left at the minute 27 mark.
Timeout.
And you are correct. They're giving Shedleski enough time to look over all his receivers. And I'll tell you what, he sits back in that pocket and you give him time, he can throw a nice pass.
All right, come out of the timeout here. Shedleski got hot here at the end of the game.
Yes, he did.
Out of the shotgun. Right down. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket a little bit. He finds his man. It's Malone, and Malone will be brought down about the 16-yard line. It's Cuff taking him out of bounds. And Malone, he didn't pick the first down up. He's a yard short of the first down.
Yep.
Malone is down on the sideline after the Cuff hit. So there'll be a timeout on the field. Although he's not on the field, there's still going to be a timeout as they attend to him. But he didn't pick the first down up. It's fourth down now. The sideline marker says third, but I think it is third down. It's 3rd and 1. So they attend to Malone on. He's out of bounds. I mean, he's on the sideline of the Lewisburg sideline, but they're not going to start the play because he can be involved in it if they go out of bounds somehow. So they'll along the sideline, but the game will go back into play here again. 1:05 left. The Green Dragons have a 3rd and 1 from the Red Tornadoes 16-yard line. Shedleski goes into the shotgun. This time the ball dribbled back to him. He throws a nice pass, and it's broken up. It's intercepted. The Red Tornadoes have intercepted it. He's running down the sideline. Makes a nice cut. That's McDonald on the interception, and McDonald takes it out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes. That's the end of the ball game. They can run the clock out.
They tipped the ball up in the air.
Ayers tipped it up. Ayers tipped it up. McDonald caught it. They made a nice return out of the end zone. He made a 37-yard return. And the Red Tornadoes will leave here with the win tonight as they'll run the clock out. There's 47 seconds left. The Green Dragons have taken a timeout, their second timeout of the half. I can't imagine why they'd have a timeout here. They're not as cold as me, that's for sure. I mean, this is going to be a take a knee thing here. They really can't stop the clock enough to do anything with one timeout. Coach Dara goes into the Mount Carmel area huddle, but it'll be the victory formation. It should be anyway with 47 seconds left. Continue in excellent position to enter the District 4 playoffs. If they continue to win here, they will play, of course, Selinsgrove in 2 days' time. Those of you listening on the TV, they'll play Selinsgrove at home, the final home game, the final regular season home game. And the Green Dragons are content with leaving the clock run out here, and I would assume they would. So the Red Tornadoes will take another snap here. They'll have to take one more because the play clock is a little bit off the scoreboard clock here. And he does, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. From Susquehanna University, the Red Tornadoes have defeated the Lewisburg area Green Dragons. More importantly, defeated a AAA team, and they'll take AAA points away from the game, which add them in their playoff quest. As I said, they will meet the Selinsgrove area Seals, a Quad A school, on Friday night, the final home game of the regular season for the Red Tornadoes. Once again, Wayne, the season goes
Yes.
about as fast as it ever
does.
could.
Yep.
It's amazing to me. And, of course, then they end the season with the Shamokin area Indians down at Venerable Kemp Memorial Stadium for the old Coal Bucket. I believe that's going to be a PCN game, a live game
really?
for the Red Tornadoes and for us. And there's more pressure on us than there is on the Red Tornadoes on a PCN game, as you well know. In fact, there's even more pressure on Dave on a PCN game. But that does it for us here at Susquehanna University in a cold, crisp night here. But a perfect night for football, and the Red Tornadoes even up at 4-4. The Green Dragons go to 2-6 on the season. And I really don't know how their playoffs looks. It can't look good now with a loss. But again, they're a very young team. We'll see them next year. The rotation of the schedule says they'll come to Mount Carmel next year. And after that, I don't know, as they'll reset the schedule then after next year. We don't know who we'll see, as all these teams are different divisions now, so we'll wait and see how that works. But we'll wrap it up here from Amos Alonzo Stagg Jr. Stadium. I am Warren Altamar.
And Wayne Brokenshire.
This has been a sports presentation of WKMC TV, the broadcast arm of Mount Carmel Area High School. Good night.